Many of us fear that taking time for rest and renewal will brand us as slackers. More, bigger, faster, for longer remains the prevailing ethic in most corporate cultures. In fact, rest is a critical component of achieving sustainable excellence over time. This insight leads to one that's even more surprising. When Ericsson asked the subjects in his study to name the second most important factor in improving as violinists, the near unanimous answer was sufficient sleep. Both the top two groups slept an average of 8.5 hours out of every 24, including a 20 to 30-minute nap in the mid-afternoon. The least skilled group still slept 7.8 hours a night. The average American, by contrast, sleeps an average of 6 to 6.5 hours a night. Sleep not only serves a restorative purpose, but also allows the brain to more effectively consolidate and retain daytime learning. The top violinists recognized this intuitively and slept accordingly. Creating a personal ritual for deliberate practice. I know this approach works, not only because I've taught it to thousands of people over the past 10 years and seen the results, but also because it's the way I've learned to work far more effectively on my own projects. For many years, I wrote books by sitting down at my desk in the morning and staying there all day long without specific breaks. I constantly fought distraction, couldn't focus very well, and frequently ended my days feeling physically and mentally exhausted and disappointed with my output. It was only after I began studying the science of high performance that I started building a new sort of practice ritual. I still sit down at my desk first thing in the morning when I'm working on books, but now I write for exactly 90 minutes at a time, not 85 and not 95. Then I take a break. I may get something to eat, close my eyes, and spend 10 minutes breathing deeply, or take a run, each activity in order to refuel and recover. When I'm finished renewing, I come back and work the same way for another 90 minutes before taking a second renewal break. After that, I return to my desk for one final 90-minute session, and then I have lunch, another form of energy renewal. If it's been a particularly demanding day, I take a short nap. During the afternoon, I work on much less demanding tasks. The deliberate practice I've ritualized is intrinsically rewarding. I feel accomplished and restored, even when the work doesn't translate immediately into external benefits. But it reliably produces benefits over the longer term. During the years I sat at my desk struggling to focus all day long, each of my books took at least a year to write. Working less than half the number of hours each day at a much higher level of focus, I've completed each of my last 2 books in less than 6 months. At least equally important, the quality of my thinking and writing, my sense of mastery, has dramatically increased. It's unrealistic for most of us to set aside 4.5 uninterrupted hours a day to do anything. Assuming that's so, consider starting with a smaller practice. What's the skill that you wish to develop the most? Keep in mind that you'll be immeasurably more motivated if it's something to which you're drawn deeply. Next, set aside one uninterrupted period of, say, 60 minutes each working day to build the skill you've chosen, preferably first thing in the morning. As your capacity for focus grows stronger over time, add 15 minutes, and then another 15 minutes, until you reach 90. Consider building a similar practice in reverse around sleep. If you're currently getting fewer than 7 hours, the minimum all but about 2.5% of us need to be fully rested, experiment by going to sleep a half hour earlier for the next week. Monitor how you feel as a result. If you're deriving daytime benefits, add 15 minutes in the second week and 15 minutes more in the third. The heart of achieving mastery, I've come to believe, is expanding the amplitude of the waves you make in your life. When you're working, give it everything you've got for relatively short periods of time. When you're recovering, let go and truly refuel. Average is a steady state, free of highs or lows. Unfortunately, average isn't very satisfying. Mastery is about regularly pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone while also learning how to deeply restore and take care of yourself. Make rhythmic waves.